Hello, glitter babies, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Glitterous. I am a drag queen, and today we are doing an in-depth eye tutorial, as you could probably see from the title of this video. I recorded this video when I was very, very sick. I literally could not speak to save my life. I could not talk for this tutorial, so I'm doing a voiceover. Hopefully I do it justice. We're going to go into the products, we're going to go into everything. Even if you don't copy this exactly, maybe this will help you in your own drag journey. I'm so excited. Anyway, let's just get on into it. Glitterous. Glitterous. All right, so let's get into it. I'm applying a couple layers of purple glue stick, the Drag Queen Classic. I do the big stick because I feel like it's perfect for getting all my hairs. And then I like to set my brow with the Ben 9 Neutral Set. This is an incredibly fine powder. It's kind of like flour as a consistency. And I love this powder for brow blocking because it gets into every nook and cranny and fills it and gives you a beautiful, beautiful blank canvas to start your makeup. I like to start with my brows because it contextualizes where everything is going to go on my face. So I'm going in with this NYX liquid liner to start sketching where my brow is. So I like to start right where my natural brow starts and then do a straight angle, a beeline towards the edge of my brow. And once I go past where my natural brow is, that's when I start arching my new brow, if that makes sense. See? They're not exactly like one's higher, but girl, we can fix that with concealer later. Now I follow the top of the brow and fill in that shape. And just like that, we have brows. And I know they look completely different, but it's fine. Now I'm using this color case by Made by Mitchell, and I'm using a dark brown color. And I'm going to use that to fill in. I've been really enjoying this product because it is like a cosmetic paint, so it really helps have like a concealer slash cream base on top of the brow. And I've noticed that it's made my brows and my brow cover last longer, so I'm really enjoying this product. Okay, glitter babies, let's move on to our next step, which is, of course, our liquid concealer. Now, I use this Thread Beauty one from Target, and it's $7, and I go through so much of this. I'm not going to spend more than $7 on a concealer. And it does the job, girls. I really, 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 really enjoy this concealer. It is a medium finish, but I'm always putting so many layers of makeup on in thin applications, so it really works for me. So I just cut the brows, get my shape right. As you can see on one side, I definitely had to adjust the brow a little bit. Now we're quickly adding some Scotch tape, office supplies to the face, so when we take it off, we have a snatched eye look. This black liquid eyeshadow from About Face is my obsession, so I like to pop it right there as my like liner slash deepest color and blend that out. Immediately, this gives me my fantasy. This is the part of the makeup where I'm already like kind of living. So I blend that up, get it really smooth, and once that is blended, I use a little bit that's left on the brush and start my crease, as you can see right there. And that's where my new eyelid is going to be. Now let's just do that on the other side. Now let's get this eyeshadow going. This is the Berries palette from Juvia's Place. I am obsessed with this palette. It's kind of my signature eye look right now, is going directly from this palette. But since we are doing like bisexual flag inspired eyes in this one, we are dipping into other palettes, but I could live with that palette. Anyway, so I'm blending the deepest purple color into that black, and I'm not going above it. I'm blending on top of where it was, just so I start getting a gradient and start reinforcing my crease with that color. Now let's go in with this other Juvia's Place palette, again, gorgeous, and I'm going in with this pink, and I'm going to blend this slightly on top, like slightly above. I'm using a fluffier brush, so it's naturally going to do that, but this is really going to help me get a beautiful, beautiful blend. I mean, look at that. I love these Juvia Place eyeshadows so much. I was gifted these by my drag queen friend named Luna Ray when she moved away. Sad. But thank you, sister, for giving me these. And as you can see, this is the part that takes the longest. I never like to rush a blend, so I sped this up just a little bit so we're not sitting here watching me blend my eyeshadow in real time. This is like a part of the process that I will never skip, no matter how little time I have left. You know what I mean? It's time to get this flag going. So I'm grabbing this blue. The reason I wanted to do by eyes is because I was going I was going to a Dungeons and Dragons comedy event where I was playing as one of the party members, and I don't know, something about Dungeons and Dragons gives me bisexual, like in a good way. I feel like the bi boys, girls, he, she, we, they, thems, they love Dungeons and Dragons, and guess what? I met so many bisexual people. So I clocked it. Um, And look at that. That Juvia's Place blue is just everything to me. It's so gorgeous. I'm reinforcing that pink now as a transition between the blue and what's going to be purple. So let's dip into that deep purple color and put that on the outer part of our eye to finally give us our 3-color gradient. Now this is an original hack. I've never seen anyone else do this but me. But I take some setting powder and I go close to the brow bone and blend it down. And that helps me really get a nice, seamless transition blend. It just helps me blend all of it together really gorge. Ooh, and it's time to cut our crease. I use this brush cleaner instead of micellar water because this brush cleaner is essentially alcohol and water. I've looked at the ingredients and it's basically alcohol and water. So it's just like a really simple solution, and it cleans through the makeup a lot easier in my opinion than like micellar water. Now I am super careful to not get this in my eye because that would be awful. So to cut my crease, I kind of follow the shape I gave myself before, and then cut down on the side, on that angle of where I originally put the black liquid shadow. And that gives me my perfect guide to cut my crease and give myself a gorgeous, beautiful drag cut crease. That is always the most satisfying part, taking off those tapes. Now it is time to do liner. This is the KVD Beauty liner, and I like to start by lining my upper lash line. I don't like to do the tricksy, big, thick liner. I have a hooded eye, and if I did that, it just naturally would, like, start, like, being splotchy, and I don't want that. So here I'm just basically following where I have my darkest dark, where I had that black liquid eyeshadow earlier. And so it's really easy for me to draw on this eyeliner because I've already prepared myself and given myself the roadmap to have a sickening liner. Now I'm taking this black eyeshadow on a small brush and smoking out the liner as well as setting it. This is going to help the liner stay all night and also look very smooth, buttery, blended, gorgeous. I love this step, and I also like to take that black eyeshadow into the crease to add even more dimension because drag makeup is really easy to look 2D, and you always want to add dimension where you... Then I cut my creases, period. Now we're looking snatched. As you can see, I bring my crease into my nose highlight. I feel like that gives me a really snatched look, and it also gives me a good basis to have a little underpainting. And then I'm going to take a little pink eyeshadow and add a little pop of color here on the lid so it's not stark white. So I'm bringing in a little blue as well. Now we're going to do our base. I'm just going to speed through it just because we're focusing on the eyes today. But if you guys are ever interested in me doing a full base routine, let me know. I can get pretty detailed with it, so that would be fun. But enjoy. Now that the base is done, I like to line my eye, not with a super huge thick line on the eyelid, something very demure so that when you close your eyes, you still have that beautiful work you did there. And then I'm going to extend that into a little cat eye spike situation. I love doing this. It just extends the eye. It just makes you look more puss, more snatched. Yes, mama. Now it's time for my signature under eye white. Yes, baby. So I use the Made by Mitchell curve case, and I use the lightest color, and I go underneath where we just drew, and I also put it in my waterline. I really like this product in my waterline too. I think it works really well. And then just taking that right underneath that inner eye, cat eye. Yes. Look how beautiful that product sits. I just love the Made by Mitchell curve case. It is perfect. So now I'm going to take my brown eyeliner and line immediately underneath that and connect it to my wing. Super, super easy. Sometimes I do this with a black liner, but again, because we use the brown liner a lot in this look, and I wanted to look more natural since I was just going to be sitting and talking to people up close instead of performing like a lip sync, I did brown. And look at that, it just defines the under eye, it opens your eye, it makes it bigger. This is drag to me, baby. This is drag. Oh, get into it. Look at that eye, girl. Now I'm taking a little black on an angled brush and smoking out that liner that we just added. I feel like this always helps it give a little less, just line on your face and just like smoky lower lid line. Because that's essentially what we're drawing on here. We're drawing on basically a completely new eye. Now, babies, it's time to bring those bi colors into our under eye. So we're starting with this bright, bright pink, and I am popping it on my outer corner, just on the outside here. I know it looks crazy, and sometimes when you do this, it feels crazy to be putting color there. But trust me, girl, it looks cunt. It looks beautiful. And I do still have powder on, so the excess that goes too far will brush off. I'm also adding to that pink in the inner corner, and then it is time to add some blue. Yes, baby. So we're going to dip into this blue and go right in that middle spot between those little two pink areas, and then really blending them into each other. It's giving bisexual, it's giving I like boys, I like girls, I like he, she, we, they, thems, I like trans people, I like anybody. What you have between your legs doesn't matter to me. Oh, I live. Look how gorgeous that eye is looking, girl. Okay, now final steps is we're going to go in with that black, reinforce that shadow line, get rid of all this powder that I still have on my face. And girl, let's get into our final look. And I'll be right back. Mwah. And that's the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want more content like this, don't forget to leave a gay little like, leave a gay little comment, subscribe. That helps me out so, so much. I love you guys so much. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Mwah.